my hat goes off to Coach Dempsey and Toledo Central Catholic. They're an unbelievable program. They're true champions. And you know, I want to say that first. I have a lot of respect for him and his program and his kids. Today, you know, obviously, this victory is such a huge victory for not only these kids that play and work this 15 weeks. This victory is for a huge community of Archbishop Hoban, who's been waiting for this for a very, very long time. So this victory is not just for us. This victory is for a lot of people. And the kids realized that before the game. Through a couple of alumni I talked to them. So we won this for us, but we also won this for the Hoban community.
Okay, questions?
Just the first question, Todd, is he okay?
Yeah, Todd's fine. I think he likes to go out and catch every game. No, he just he got banged backwards on that last play. He ran the ball and came down on his head a little bit. He just said he felt a little dizzy. The doctors didn't say it was a concussion or anything else like that. I just think he likes the standing ovation at the end.
Danny and Todd is a 1-2 punch. Just how vital are they to the team, and how tough is it as an opposing defense to find something like that?
Well, I'm just very happy they're on my team. No, I mean they're both great football players, and they're both great kids. They're very, very coachable. Throughout the whole game, I coach quarterbacks, so I see Danny a lot. And every single time, whether it's good or bad, he comes, he listens, he's coachable, and he always wants to get better. I think that's why we're so successful late in the games, is because we get better as the game goes along. And when you have a tailback like Todd Sibley, who just pounds and pounds and pounds, and breaks it when other people get tired, he just doesn't seem to get tired when he runs the ball.
Hey, Coach.
Hey, Joe.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
We talked about Todd and Danny, juniors, but really you've got 12 seniors on this team. How important was it to see guys like Jonah and guys like Anthony Christian and Dane Kirsch making a brilliant punt that goes out at the 1 yard line, sets up the safety? Safeties or seniors really stepping up and making big plays.
Definitely. These two guys next to me, Tyler and Jonah. When I first got there, these guys were sophomores, and they were coming off an undefeated freshman team and playing some really good competition. And they all played as sophomores. All these seniors played. And we went through some tough times and lost a lot of close games. And these guys just never gave up. And they worked hard every single offseason. And from the last game of last year, they made a decision that they were going to be in this game. And if it wasn't for the seniors, we wouldn't be here today.
Just a quick follow-up. Anthony Christian specifically, tonight's game, had an interception, a touchdown catch, a big catch on a third down conversion, and the first hit on that safety. Happy he decided not to play basketball
Yeah,
this
he's
year?
not bad. After everything you just said, that sounds pretty good. Jeez, I'm glad I got him to come out.
Just talk about getting him to come out for basketball.
These guys, actually these three next to me, and when you had Jacob Kepler and Jacob McNeil, two other seniors, those 5 guys got Anthony. Those 5 guys got Anthony to believe in football. And Anthony did not have it easy. He had to go through about 3 days of work I've never seen a high school kid put in just to be on the team.
It was rough.
Yeah.
What was rough about it, Dan?
Well, when Anthony first came out, when he joined the team, we'd already been practicing for a few weeks, and it was through the rough and tough 2-a-day stuff. Working a lot of running out in the summer heat, and he went out there and he had to do some pretty crazy stuff to prove himself to everyone, and he did it with no complaints, and he did it with 100% effort.
I don't know if I can complain for him.
At least not to our faces.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Coach, your defense tonight, 4 turnovers, a safety. Is this one of the best performances you've seen this year?
Yeah, they just keep playing. They keep surprising us as coaches. We keep asking them to do more and more and more, and they keep showing up and doing more and more. we asked the offense not to turn the ball over and score when we needed to score, and try to keep our defense off the field. And, defense just comes out and they take control. They think, our defensive coaches think offensively. We don't sit back. We're constantly going at them, and these guys love it. Especially these two who play defensive back in title and play like linebackers also, and able to cover kids. So the whole defense as a whole just is an attacking style defense, and to the biggest stage, they showed up at the biggest time.
All three of you guys, maybe talk about the atmosphere and what it was like playing in the shoe.
The first thing I personally noticed, and I'm sure a lot of other guys did, was the support that came from Akron, Ohio. The families, all the people who weren't even related to some of the players who wanted to just come out and watch the Archbishop Hoban football team. It really meant a lot. So the first thing I noticed was the people who were out there and on their feet every single play. There wasn't one drive where they were sitting down and not yelling. So that really meant a lot. And then to play in the horseshoe, it's something else. I'm really happy whoever made the change.
For Danny, speaking on his behalf, I know his experience must have been a little different. Obviously, he's committed to Ohio State, so he kind of wanted to come out and prove himself. But as a team, before the game even started, we're all hanging out together. It was just a brotherhood. It's something that kind of just separates us from a lot of other teams. It's just that we have these guys who are, like when you see us out in public, we always like to say you're seeing us with 10 or 15 guys. And there's no guys out here who are ever, single-handedly by themselves, or no guys who are ever left out. That was just our biggest thing going into this game. We got to continue that brotherhood. We coming out to the atmosphere like this, and you just see the fans, like Danny was saying, and the family and the support, and that's just another motivation to win the game.
Yeah, that's what y'all said. But I think this was a great atmosphere, and it's also for the seniors to get a feel for the college level kind of feels. The amount of fans, the difference. So it was just big for us to man.
Lots of words right now.
It's just a great atmosphere. It was more fans there than I expected, because when we lost our first game, it was a lot of up and downs. So for our fans to have faith in us again was really big, and I want to thank them for that.
For the two seniors, you guys played freshman ball, you were undefeated. You stepped up the varsity sophomore year. Do you think that this was realistically a possibility your senior year to be a state champ?
We made that a goal our sophomore year. As soon as Coach T came in, we told him, we have a chance to lead. We want to bring home a state championship. And our whole goals and motivations this whole time was to get to where we are now. And everything that we've done, all the preparation we've done, is because of why we're here now.
Danny?
Coach, when the team gave you that ice bath and you started celebrating with your family, had it sunken in yet that you were actually state champs? Just what was going through your mind?
No, actually, I hugged Danny after that, and the first thing I said to him was, the first thing that popped in my mind was, who we play next week? And that's just, when you play for so long, and I'm yelling at the guys, we're about to win a state championship, and the first thing I'm thinking about is, stay under control, and who we gonna play next week. So it's not gonna sink in. I'm sure my lovely wife, who's sitting in the back of the room, is gonna make me take some time off and be at home. And at that point, probably I'm sitting home with my 14-month-old child and her. It'll probably kick in. I'll get a little bit more emotional.
Danny, you've been here as a prospect 15,000 of times, it seems. Worked out here Friday Night Lights. You've been committed since a freshman. Can you take us through the emotion of not only playing here, but the prep of being ready to play in this building, and maybe going through the things that you watch other people go through every week as a player in the stadium?
Yeah. Growing up in Columbus is really, and then moving out and being able to come back here, it really means a lot to me and my family. But honestly, when I went out there today, I was just thinking about our game plan and what we've been working for 14 weeks, and just thinking about getting a win with my brothers. So it still hasn't hit me yet, but to be able to go out there and succeed like we did today means a lot, and for everybody to try as hard as they did, and just it's a blessing for how the night ended.
Was there any part of you that wanted to play and achieve this, not only just for your team, but to show fans who in Columbus might have just shown up to watch you play because of your future here?
Yeah, there's always a little bit of extra competitiveness in the back of my mind. So that was definitely a thought. Coach Meyer was walking around the stadium somewhere, so I bet he got a glimpse of a couple plays. But I was just really worried about winning the game with my boys.
Okay, we have one more question.
Coach, you're set up for another run here. Obviously, you've got juniors at key positions, sophomores and freshmen on the offensive line. Just the prospects of being able to make it back here next year with the guys that you have coming back.
My wife's really gonna get mad at you for that question, because you got me thinking already. No, yeah, we have a ton of talent at the younger group. That we will always have a chance with how our program works, if and only if the juniors learn from the seniors. Danny was a captain, as a junior. Todd was figuring that out, and with Archie, with the coin toss, Todd got his first time to walk out there, and we wanted to shake his hand. So as long as the juniors step up like the seniors, you have a chance, and that's all we ask for. You never know. Luck is a huge part of high school football, with injuries and right draws and scheduling and all that fun stuff. If the juniors step up like the seniors, we have a chance, and that's all we ask for.
I just want to add something to that. The senior class, it goes so deep in what Coach T's saying about we learn from the seniors, because those 12 seniors, man, I couldn't put it in words. That's a special group of guys. There's people on that team that'll motivate you to do anything, to accomplish anything, to do anything that you thought you could never do, or were scared to do. And if we take a couple key things from the seniors, I promise we'll do.
Okay, guys, thanks a lot.